I don't know if I said hi yet. Hi, ZB. How are you doing? Cookfire. You got any meat for the puppies? Ah, the dance of flames in the open air recalls my travels with the Romani, where every morning brought fresh air and new vistas. And when our luck ran low, we simply shared what we had instead of squabbling over money. These folks aren't on a romantic adventure. They're cold and hungry. Camaraderie can only do so much to alleviate troubles like that. Yeah, I'll lose some hope. I'm still pretty content considering. Stew bum. Let's not harass the bums. I thought you forgot for sure. Nah, I would never. It's just this game takes a lot of reading. Best give that barrel a wide berth. I can smell it from here. Oh. Ooh, a butcher. He's got meat for the puppers. Gavin Dawson, at your service. Any of these choice cuts catching your eye? Yeah, purchase meat. I could use the sustenance. Proper choice. You know where to find me if you ever get peckish again. Alright, straight to the dog. We're gonna feed that dog. I actually chose this game because I felt like I wasn't talking enough during the survival crafting games. In this game, at least, like, I can just read a story. Here, how about this raw meat? Never met a hound who would turn his snout up to some raw meat. Have at it then. There, don't eat it all at once. Pet the doggy. Murph, Murph. That's a sweet spot right behind the ears. Yeah. I pet the dog. Achievement unlocked. Pal World and Enshrouded? Yeah. So that, like, neither of those videos have been doing great on YouTube. That's why I decided to throw this one in here. For people who, like, don't want to watch me, like, play crafting games for 400 hours at a time. Your voice is a great asset. I wait funny and surprising stories, right? This should be a good one. Like, I want to say it was overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Poster encouraging werewolves to report to the containment zone from the day before the full moon until the day after. Poster might as well say London will be safer if werewolves know their place. Let's look on the bright side. Get that hope up. Society is hard pressed to cut them any slack. But at least there are medications nowadays like moon cream. For those who can afford it. A kitty! Oh, but I gave the pollock to the dog. I'm sorry, kitty. I don't have anything for you. The cat approaches me with caution, unsure of what I have to offer. There, little Tom. Have you a name, I wonder? My stomach grumbles. I wonder if the noodle stand in Red Lantern Lane is still open. I think I'll call you Bacon. You hungry too, Bacon? Find something the cat'll eat. Give me more meat. Cats are obligate carnivores. Surely they would eat a cow if they could. Do the female voice for the female char? I am. Good boy. Aw. I can't feed him the meat. Do I just have meat on me now? Well, alright. Find fruits and vegetables for From Gulliver Dawson, up for sale. Can I help a lady find something in particular? Let's get fruit. Man, let's just make dinner. I'm supposed to be finding money. Instead, I'm just like doing my grocery shopping. Ain't that always the way? Yeah, just pick up the cogs. There's never anything interesting said there. A green wagon? Is the circus in town? To settle down or to live a vagabond's life post-crossing? Let's see how my feelings evolve throughout my transatlantic journey. One thing I won't miss about London is this constant state of decay. How much steam is wasted from this little leaky pipe? How long before someone notices? Nandy's shop. You got something for me, Nandy? Entering Nandy's shop is like stepping into a forest. She prides herself on strictly natural remedies, so it's no wonder the air feels suffused with a sort of wildness. There are insects whose powdered bodies can cure a common cold, herbal preparations of every sort and substance, and even the body of a gremlin floating in a jar. The latter would give you pause if you didn't know the truth, that the creature had possessed the basement and was attempting to spread its claim. So Nandy did the needful, and here the demon remains, as a fair warning to any other invaders. An especially gifted healer when it comes to rare maladies, Nandy keeps a library of infused treatments and the most comprehensive collection of tinctures in all of London. She waits her customers behind a walnut desk upon which lies a pot of incense, a scattering of bird bones, and other arcane desiderata? That's a new one on me. While some of the less open-minded citizens of the Big Smoke can get their willies around Nandy, you know she means no harm. Ooh, a book collection. Let's check out the gremlin. Here's the pest who tried to invade Nandy's basement, preserved forever as a warning against any and all of her enemies. Excuse me 1 second. There we go. You Nandy? It's always a treat to visit Nandy Mabasso in her shop, and I often learn something new for my troubles. Suwabona! A greenie in the Zulu language. Something you need in my humble shop? Ask about the tree. This tree! Oh, no, I can't do a female voice. Not one that does her any justice anyway. This tree, it only has more benefits. It has more benefits than being captivating, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think I can keep that up. Very perceptive of you. Has some beneficial properties indeed. Strong roots produce a toxin utilized in many of my recipes, and so do its leaves. Besides, it saves me many an expedition to the forest. Time is money, as a person in your line of work would know. Say goodbye. Good to see you, Nandy. Salikali Mafazi. Clara. Boy. To say goodbye in a Xhosa language, translating go be well. I'm sure I butchered that. Spiral staircase. Can I go up? Steps are intertwined with the twisting form of the trunk. Must lead to her private quarters. Oh, you don't have to? You were just king? Oh, it's fine. I mean, when I read stories for my kids, I do voices. The trouble is, I keep forgetting what voice I used for what character. I need to practice that a lot more before I'm confident doing it on stream. Do I truly want to subject myself to reading a downer? Yeah, let's skip the obituaries. Bladed Dockhound. That sounds like someone I don't want to talk to. Let's talk to him. Always hard to tell if they're on the job or simply loitering. Often it's the same thing. Look at that, a dockhound in the wild. We're sisters of sort. You know, I'm Clara. I used to run with the bullfrogs. She gives a cautious one-eyed once over before replying. Cagey, this one. Olivia Lynn's the name. Yeah, I heard of the bullfrogs, but they broke up a while ago. What do you do now? Trying to raise enough dosh to get out of London for good. Sounds right appealing to me. You still in the business? Oof. Tell her what you're about. Failure. You know, all kinds of skullduggery. I'll do anything. Oh, you will, eh? Then be a good girl and take off. Alright. I guess we're not going to be friends. Exposed to the elements, the upholstery shows its age like a light fruit left to ripen in the sun. Apothecary, storm drain. Where am I going? Preacher, gears and cogs. On the corner like a stray cat trying to scare off its aggressors. Yeah, just cogs. Cogs with flavor text. Cafe. Can I get some milk for the kitty? It's nice to think that London at least occasionally gets some sunshine to break up the gloom. I could almost use my own parasol today. My hope is so high. I'm content. I want to find out more about Felipe's romance. Pet broker. Salutations, Sir Willard Rathborn, at your service. Have any of my fine pet specimens caught the fair lady's attention? Or was it simply my friend Dulcimer? Ah yes, the illustrious pet broker, somehow still entertaining the notion that he's been knighted. The monkey on his shoulder is handsome at least. No title for Dulcimer yet. Alas, Her Majesty is yet to recognize him with honors, but the day will come. The monkey would wear a knighthood better than some I have known. Now about your business. Caring for such exotic animals must be a difficult business. Is it profitable? Oh, I prefer not to think about the profitability. One must do what one loves, not to worry about such petty things as money. What a polite way to say to one that one is out of touch. Take the children begging on the street. I wouldn't take them anywhere, but do go on. Oh, that cost me some hope. Exactly. There they are, spending all their time begging for alms. Utter lack of character. Imagine if they simply adjusted their perspectives. Truly, every orphan could be a successful capitalist if only they tried harder. Yeah, I feel like I've heard that before. You don't see me moping about asking for donations simply because the price of food is twice what it was last year. Chin up, I say. Lease a few hectares of your family's farmland and seize the day. Tally-ho. Nothing else this man has quite an admirable optimism. Apparently he is entirely taken with his vision of children living their dreams off the profits from leasing their lands, as he wipes a tear from his eye and waves me away with a handkerchief. Pardon me, miss, I need a moment. Is that a leopard without a leash? Well, it's got a leash, but it's not tied to anything, as far as I can tell. How much for the leopard? Some more gears and cods down there. Supposed to meet with Madame Zora, but where's she? She down here? Man, yeah. All orphans should just rent out their hectares of farmland and they'd be fine. This message is about as subtle as a giant hammer. Human beings are being replaced by machines to the profit of the ruling class and to the detriment of everyone else. Interesting that this game came out or was in development during the days of AI panic. Alright, maybe Madame Zora is the apothecary. To passerby, the apothecary looks like a simple shop that proudly advertises its purpose, right down to the lengthy name posted above the door. Gray's Apothecary, therapeutic medicines, patents, and tonics, but once inside you realize the exterior facade is only a veil for an abundance of eccentric wares. Tonics, at-home medical devices, and all sorts of oddments litter the shelves. That the shop's dimly lit also strikes you as peculiar, but the Cyclops proprietor may have intended it that way, perhaps to preserve his goods for longer. The sight of so many concoctions and apparatuses is enough to make one afraid of walking for fear of breaking anything and paying for the resulting damage. Since the cave-dwelling Cyclops has evolved to see well in the dark, you'd best not hide any indiscretions from the proprietor. Buddy. Gordon Gray is one of the slimmest men I've ever seen, and I've seen a few. Oh, slimiest. It's a good thing I haven't any business in this shop. Good morning, miss. Is there anything I can do for you? Looking for something for a friend. Do you have any medicine that promises growth in a person? Height, I mean. I've got this bottle of Greeley's. Label promises to make a person taller. Not one of my better sellers, but so I'll let you have it for 3 pence. You know what? I'm just interested to see what'll happen. Like, this is a horrible idea, but we're gonna give this untested medicine to a child, knowing Victorian times is probably loaded with cocaine. Do it. Not at the moment. I'm out. Alright, let's go dose a child Cyclops. Then we'll head to the station and see if the story progresses up north. Let's help, right? Give him the medicine you bought earlier. Actually, there's something I'd like to do for you, Rob. Look what I found at Gray's Apothecary. His eyes widen when he reads the label, then slowly scans the rest. Greeley's growth remedy, patented product, ancient bohemian recipe, immediate results guaranteed. Core. Who's Core? An exclamation of surprise. This is wonderful, thanks, madam. You've no idea how big a favor you just did me. Can't even imagine it. Always a pleasure to put a smile on folks' faces. Hope that remedy lives up to your expectations. As soon as I'm done with work this week, I'll be sure to quaff it in one go. Soon, people will quit treating me like a squirt in rags. That's the spirit. Don't ever let anyone push you around. Can do no harm to boost his confidence. Something else I can do for you, ma'am? Nothing at the moment, Poppet. Must be on my way. GG. Yep. Surely loading him up with meth and cocaine does wonders for your confidence. Victorian remedies. They were all the classiest. Alright, I imagine we take the station to the next area. Shoot, where am I going? Red Lantern Lane, that's where Dolores is. Red Lantern Lane, so named for its colorful paper lanterns above the street. Like a carnival, the thinnest veneer of gaudy spectacle conceals a grim reality. Ornate facades and raucous shouts and 1,000 different smells all compete for one's attention. Pays to keep a weather eye out for danger in this neighborhood. What are those hunched shadows in the alleyways? Vagrants in need of a warm fire, or a gang of thugs waiting for a mark? Possibly something more sinister and twisted. But in the daytime, at least you needn't worry about being clubbed from behind or being snatched up by some Oregon trader's lackeys. A pair of pickpockets working in tandem is the worst you'll encounter as long as the sun's up, and you're far too clever to be duped by such as they. Am I, though? Bao-Z. You cool, Bao-Z? Let me talk to Bao-Z. This must be Bao-Z. I believe she worked for Wei Lun until his death. And yet, still at it from the looks at it. Bet she's not aware of her newfound freedom. Then again, Dolores does check on her occasionally, likely ensuring Bao-Z stays put. Welcome, future patron. In the mood for some noodles? Yeah, I'll have some noodles. Saints, suppose I was famished. No harm in treating myself. Pleased to hear it. Here's one of the orders of Wei Lun's finest. Must say, this almost makes me want to stay in London. Come again? Oh, nothing. Great meals tend to make me say all sorts of things. Thank you for your patronage. May the food lift your spirits.